What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to make a quick video on how to make around 1 million gold each run when you're doing that. So this is the team that I kind of figured out to use, and it definitely is the best team that I have. You could probably swap out ratio for someone else, but this is basically the units that I go with. So keep in mind, this is definitely not a beginner friendly guide. This is once you do a lot of hard work in getting all the units evolved, type guide and getting some MR units. All right, but first things first. So we have Gojo that we use. His second form. His second form's great for this just because you can apply Cosmic, Slow, and Knockback to all the enemies. And then, of course, he has his long 50-second time stop. And then we have both of the Tamers. So, of course, he provides Tamer to all the enemies, so the other pets will give increased damage against those enemies. A lot of people don't realize that this is actually a crit unit on his final form. So you can't use him at the start of the run, but once you get him fully upgraded to his 440k upgrade, depending on your cost, of course, he becomes an insane crit unit. Use Lover because once he applies Charm to enemies, can give increased damage. And slow them all down and stuff. Well, just slow them down, not increase damage, but just basically it's a very, very good stun, AoE stun. And finally, so I use Ratio. I like Ratio just because he provides 70% crit right off the bat. You could also swap him out for him, but off the bat, I think he gives like 33% or 34% crit, but then once you max upgrade him, he is 75% crit, so you can use him as well. But I've tried them both, and I feel like Ratio just does better at the beginning and provides less worry if you can have leaks and stuff in the beginning. And then of course Ashi, no brainer why use her. So let's get in here. So I always use Challenger mode because Challenger mode just seems to provide the most gold, even over Insane here. I do Insane, and on this run I get like 900 something, but when I go to Challenger, I usually hit right around the million mark. So get into it. All right, so first things first, I set up my ratios all over here. Get ready. I have 3 times speed, so I just put on 3 times speed. The upgrade, place down Ashi, and then I'll usually upgrade him just a little bit. Usually around the 4th upgrade, he usually sustains them. So at the beginning, I always do range when the boosts come up, range plus damage. So I'll get upgraded on Ashi. Always don't forget to buy your food. So it usually kills people because they just forget that they have to buy food. So now that Ashi is maxed out, and start upgrading all the ratios. So I usually do range up until a certain point, and I'll show you real quick. So once ratio is extended right past here, then I will stop doing range and just do all damage. Always make sure you're buying that food. Like I said, all your ratios, all of them. Right, so now that that's squared away, more range there. And then I'll just kind of get the base all set up. So I'll put Tamer here, A lover there. Another tamer, a lover. This one right here is not really needed, but I just throw them there because I can't have 4. Then 2 back here. And then I'll usually just put the other tamer right there. So check the range here. Yep, we still need to do range. And then I'll usually put Gojo or just toss him right here. Right. So then I usually start buying like the 250 food, just out of sight, out of mind. So now that I'm just basically saving up money here, I'll usually just upgrade one of the Dark Flames right in the front. And I'll kind of just save. Let's check our spot here. So 1 more until it's completely past that. And pretty much cover the entire map. So sometimes you can put these on last, but I usually, for this run, I just keep them on first. We're getting pretty close, so now I'll upgrade them. And now he's crit, and all of a sudden you'll see his damage just skyrocket. So yeah, he is, so 1 more upgrade there. Pretty much covered the entire map. Now you see his damage just, he just destroys everything once he's fully upgraded. So wait till he gets to the 300 mil. And boost this up. Damage. So now you can fully upgrade these, but it's honestly not needed, just as long as they're covering their area. So now I just do all attack. Now I just go through and upgrade everybody. Keep in mind your food. Sometimes I'll upgrade Gojo before everything. So I usually set the first one to Cosmic. Second one to Knockback. Force is slow. So now that everything is upgraded, said you really don't have to do this, but you have the money. Obviously they're not doing any damage because they're not critting. They're just here for tamer buff. So now it's just a waiting game. Basically right now I'm just waiting for the enemies to get around here, and then I'll activate time stop. What's usually good is the map will entirely fill up, so all of a sudden it'll basically stop pulling enemies or summoning. You know. Let's do another attack damage there. As you see, the map is full. Let's wait for these 2 to die and stop it. So sometimes, you know, I always hope, because it's kind of RNG, sometimes they all stop in a group like this. So this is, you know, pretty good. Them kind of being bunched up, so there's like that AoE hit on the enemies. Pretty much it. So it's right around 1 million. Yeah, this one hit 1 million. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. Pretty simple. Yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out and start getting tons of gold to upgrade all your units. All right. I'm also, one last thing, I'm probably going to be making a lot more videos for this game, explaining, making tutorials. I know the tutorial at the beginning is not really helpful, so I plan on making a bunch of videos to you know, help everybody out. Yep, tune in for those, and I am out.